Boulder, Colorado.
Man, that shit threw my heart, dog.
In the world, let alone
if I'm
for
focused
college
to play
football,
this.
and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Buffaloes ready to get this thing started and open the season. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Offense set on first down. To the ground with the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Such a big decision early in the game. When your opening drive, 3rd and short, you run it, you don't pick it up, and now you're just inches away from getting it. I'm not going to be surprised, guys, if they decide to run it here again.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. It's a reverse. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Handoff from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Anderson will throw. He's going to let it go. Got it in stride inside the 20. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Miami. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 74-yard touchdown.
I gave us some bullshit. That's all you
They
get.
capped things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The offense defense set for a first down play. From the gun, running back gets to give. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the move, it's Welch. And it's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now they'll try the right side. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Anderson wants to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Not much room. He gets one down to the 7. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Fielded in the end zone. It's Welch. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. The quick out. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. He did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Getting some heat. Caught in the backfield. It's Pearson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Going to try to get it himself. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Miami, 14. Colorado, 0.
And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. On the option. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. He'll take it himself. So the offense will go for it around midfield. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Downfield and incomplete, the defense holds.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
The give to the tailback. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Canes. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. A first down for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Buffaloes line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. It's a reverse. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Well, this offense can get after you in a variety of ways in the running game, and one of the ways they do it is by using their wide receivers on jet sweeps. Good example right there.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Anderson will throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Miami! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the offense on first down.
You only posting your stream when you winning is wild.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
He disrespectful low.
On second down, they'll take to the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the ball is
You
picked
need
off.
to post them LS2.
Trying to take it back. He's out of bounds, short of the hands on the pick, and then the nifty
I just
moves
don't
on
get
a
why do it
terrific
and make it
return.
look obvious.
Well, the
So
defense
come
came
on.
into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
They'll give it to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. He now has 53 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Looking for a deep man. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got some room to run. The 30. He's at the 10. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Anderson wants to throw. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it out, and the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Let's it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
2-9. Yep. Griffin.
Anderson will throw. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hurricanes will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Miller. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We're going to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. On the move at the 30. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the inside give. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. The give. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buffalo!
Yeah, this This offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
They'll go to the ground. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. To the ground to try to pick up the first. At the 45, on its way. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards, too. Nice execution by this offense.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. The running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Anderson wants to throw. Quick completion on the out. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Final play of the quarter coming. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Miami 38, Colorado 7.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break.
3:25.
Back to the ground game on the left. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Not a chance. Missed it. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. defense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the catch. It's good. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Buffaloes want to crank the tempo. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is...
He'll take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They're going to throw it again. Got the quick pass. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
He's going to throw it from his own end zone. It's complete to the left. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
The outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Long way to go for this offense. 1st and 10 from their own 12. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. First down for this offense. They run the reverse. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
What a great job by the backside of the defense staying home. A lot of time the run looks like it's going the other direction. What happens? You start to chase. Nope. These guys stayed home and played their assignment, and that's why they had success.
They'll leave it with him. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Canes send out the punt unit. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Throws to the tight end. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They're going to run it to the right. At midfield, he's got room. Afterburners coming. The 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that...
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
So that's going to do it for